Look at the current digital economy. It is built on fragmented, ephemeral applications designed to capture narrow slices of human experience. We use one ecosystem for finance, another for health, and a completely disconnected set of tools for the home. This is a timeline of a human lifespan. When we plot these disconnected data clusters along it, the structural failure is visible. Because these systems cannot communicate, they leave massive blank spaces. This fragmentation destroys capital efficiency and prevents longitudinal intelligence, the ability to compound context across a user's entire life. When generic large language models are applied to these isolated domains, the systems attempt to bridge the gaps using probabilistic guessing. This leads to black box reasoning, context drift, and hallucinations. Transitioning away from fragmented apps toward multi-generational unified life models cannot be achieved with existing software architectures. It requires a mathematically rigorous framework designed specifically for long-term custody. To see how this framework is constructed, we will examine the specific components of the eRecords patent portfolio and its Unified Assets Framework. Managing life and property data across 80 years requires moving from simple application logic into a system of structural engineering. Before any advanced modeling can occur, the architecture must first solve the privacy-utility paradox. The underlying data must be protected without sacrificing its usefulness. This is the Unified Assets Framework, Patent 01, the master blueprint connecting all property and life domains into a single system. Operating inside is the Data Vault, Patent 02. It intercepts, encrypts, and isolates raw external data from the platform provider. Traditional centralized platforms hold user data in accessible server pools, creating a liability. By inverting this structure so the provider cannot access the data, the architecture removes the risk of a single, massive, centralized data breach. Alongside the Data Vault sits the Trust Exchange, Patent 04, the critical orchestration layer for security. It verifies external identities and data sources at the protocol level before allowing any information to move upward. By isolating the data from the provider while verifying all inputs, this foundation establishes the trust environment required for decades of data compounding. With the security foundation established, the verified data must now be mapped to objective reality to be mathematically useful. This is the Reality Graph, Patent 42. The foundational world model, mapping verified data to time, causality, and physical constraints. It enforces absolute physical rules, rejecting inputs that violate logical pathways. Anchored here, domains like the home graph transform properties into managed digital assets. The home graph relies on a convergence of specific intelligence modules. Equipment Health Intelligence, Patent 08, predicts mechanical and HVAC failures before they result in capital loss, shifting property management from reactive repair to predictive oversight. Local Resilience Intelligence, Patent 112, maintains operational capability during power outages, providing autonomous reliability. Parallel to the home graph is the Lifespan Graph, Patent 59, modeling human development and well-being as a continuous, compounding process. To support this temporal continuity, Memory Intelligence, Patent 76, provides the semantic threads and structured recall necessary for the AI to maintain a coherent, multi-decade memory of the user. Anchoring these specialized graphs to a single ontological world model prevents domain conflicts and establishes a persistent, reliable state for all subsequent AI operations. The final structural challenge is applying active AI reasoning to these high-value domains without triggering uncontrolled reasoning expansion or context drift. This is resolved by intelligence orchestration, Patent 37, which serves as the overarching governance fabric capping the entire architecture. Instruction and context control bounds the AI's operational scope. State admission intelligence acts as a gatekeeper, validating external data before committing it as ground truth. Finally, reasoning provenance, Patent 40, explicitly records every AI reasoning step and dependency chain. Reasoning provenance ensures that AI operations are never a black box. It provides exact, inspectable evidence chains for auditors, financial institutions, and users, detailing exactly how and why a specific decision was made. This verifiable intelligence layer ensures the system remains strictly accountable, translating the probabilistic guessing of standard models into deterministic, safe execution. This visualizes the complete eRecords portfolio, Combining a zero-trust foundation, reality graph, and reasoning provenance provides the technical means to maintain digital custody over a human lifespan. Combining high-intent data silos under a single standard generates a compounding network effect. This establishes a persistent intelligence environment where integrating a lifetime of context creates a multi-party lock-in mechanism, making switching to a generic competitor difficult. By preserving the unbroken evidence chain between raw telemetry and AI reasoning, the platform guarantees data fidelity over multiple generations. By replacing iterative software updates with a fixed, layered architecture, eRecords provides a permanent foundation for long-term digital custody.